How long has it been since I truly felt at peace? Not busy, not productive, not perfect, just calm. I look in the mirror, adjusting my clothes, trying to present the best version of myself. I check my phone again and again, waiting for validation, for a sign that I'm doing okay. I scroll through social media, seeing everyone else smiling, living their best lives. I force a smile for the group selfies, but inside, I'm questioning everything. Am I enough yet? It's a relentless whisper that echoes in my chest, a reminder that no matter how much I achieve, it never feels like enough. I work harder, pushing myself to be better, to meet expectations, my own and those of others. I chase after goals, thinking that once I reach them, I'll finally feel fulfilled. But every accomplishment is fleeting. The moment I achieve one thing, I'm already looking to the next. It's exhausting. I've become a performer in my own life, playing the role of the perfect friend, the dedicated employee, the reliable partner. I smile on the outside, but inside, I'm running on empty. I feel like I'm on a treadmill, constantly moving but never getting anywhere. What if I paused? What if I took a moment to breathe, to just be? It's terrifying to think about stepping off that treadmill. What would happen if I stopped proving myself? Would I still be worthy? Would I still be loved? But maybe, just maybe, there's a different kind of strength in vulnerability, in admitting that I'm tired. Tired of the constant hustle, the pressure to perform. Tired of feeling like I have to earn my place in the world. What if I allowed myself to just exist? To embrace the quiet moments, the stillness that feels so foreign. I want to find that peace, to feel enough without the need for constant validation. So, I'm asking myself, are you tired of proving yourself? Because I am. And maybe it's time to let go of the need to be perfect and just embrace who I am, flaws and all. It's time to redefine what it means to be enough. I've become the person who's always there for everyone. You know the type, the reliable one, the easy to talk to one. I say yes even when I'm running on empty, even when I can barely keep my eyes open. I've mastered the art of hiding my emotions, all to keep others comfortable. It's like I've built this invisible wall around my true self, and I let people walk right over my boundaries because I'm terrified they'll leave if I don't. But let's pause for a moment. When was the last time I felt genuinely cared for? When did I last allow myself to be vulnerable without worrying about how it would affect others? It's a question I often avoid because the answer stings. I've been so busy trying to be the person everyone needs that I've forgotten to be the person I need. That people-pleasing isn't kindness, it's fear. Fear of rejection, fear of being unloved unless I'm useful. I was taught that being liked matters more than being real. It's a lesson that's ingrained in me, echoing in my mind every time I hesitate to say no. I've convinced myself that my worth is tied to my ability to make others happy, to be the shoulder they can cry on, the friend who always has their back. But at what cost? I've sacrificed my own needs, my own feelings, all in the name of being the good friend. I've become a chameleon, changing colors to fit the mood of those around me. I smile and nod, even when I'm screaming inside. I've lost touch with who I am, buried under layers of expectations and the desire to be liked. And here's the kicker. The more I please others, the more I feel like I'm losing myself. It's a silent trap, one that's hard to escape. I keep telling myself that if I just do this one more thing, if I just say yes one more time, maybe I'll finally feel appreciated. But that appreciation is fleeting, and it never fills the void. That I've realized that true connection comes from authenticity, not from being a doormat. It's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to say no. It's okay to prioritize my own well-being. I'm learning that I don't have to earn love or friendship through constant sacrifice. I can be real, and in that realness, I can find deeper, more meaningful connections. So, I'm taking a step back. I'm learning to listen to my own needs, to honor my feelings, and to embrace the discomfort that comes with being honest. It's a journey, and it won't happen overnight. But I'm ready to break free from this silent trap. I'm ready to be myself, not just the person everyone else wants me to be. And maybe, just maybe, I'll find that the love I've been seeking has been within me all along. You're the achiever, always pushing harder, chasing that next trophy or promotion. But let's be real. How many awards does it take before you truly believe in yourself? You're not just chasing goals, you're chasing validation. You want to hear that you're enough, even when you stumble. Yet, despite all your success, there's this emptiness. You feel unseen, unloved, uncertain. What you really crave can't be measured in likes or grades. It's about connection, acceptance, and knowing you're valued for who you are, not just what you accomplish. Approval feels good. It's like a rush, isn't it? A compliment, a like, a well done. In those fleeting moments, you feel worthy. But that high, it fades. And soon enough, the craving returns, stronger than before. You start to live for applause, seeking validation in every post, every interaction. Think about it. How often do you find yourself scrolling through Instagram, watching others bask in the glow of praise? You see their curated lives, the likes pouring in, and you can't help but want that for yourself. So, you edit your words, your photos, your very essence, all to sound better. You craft a version of yourself that you think will be more appealing. But here's the kicker. It's never enough. You tell yourself, if they like me, I'll finally like myself. But that's a trap. The more you chase approval, the more you lose sight of who you really are. You become a chameleon, shifting your personality to fit the room, to fit the expectations of others. You might be liked, but are you truly known? Living for approval means abandoning your authenticity. You start to wear masks, showing only the parts of yourself that you think will be accepted. Over time, those masks become heavier, and the real you gets buried deeper. You might gain followers, but you lose connection. Imagine standing in a room full of people, laughing and smiling, but inside, you feel hollow. You're performing, not living. You're a character in someone else's story, not the author of your own. And the irony? The more you seek to be liked, the more isolated you become. It's a cycle that feeds on itself. The momentary highs of approval lead to deeper lows when the applause fades. You start to question your worth, your value, and it spirals. You find yourself in a constant state of comparison, measuring your self-esteem against the curated highlights of others. But what if you chose authenticity instead? What if you embraced the messy, imperfect parts of yourself? What if you stopped seeking validation from others and started finding it within? That's where true fulfillment lies. It's not in the likes or the compliments. It's in being real, being you. So, take a moment to reflect. Are you living for the applause, or are you living for yourself? The choice is yours. Reclaim your authenticity, and you'll discover a deeper sense of worth that no amount of likes can ever provide. I remember being a child, sitting in silence after another scolding. My heart sank as I was compared to others, feeling invisible, like my worth was tied to grades and achievements. Love felt conditional, and failure? That brought shame, not support. I learned to perform, to prove my value, thinking, if I'm not perfect, I'm not lovable. I hustled for approval, but no one taught me how to rest, how to be enough just as I am. It's exhausting, this constant chase for validation. But what if I could just be? What if my worth isn't measured by my successes or failures? Take a deep breath. You don't have to keep running or proving you matter. You already do. It's okay to say no and to disappoint others. You deserve to rest without guilt. Ask yourself, is this what I truly want? Turn off the noise around you, both online and offline. Look in the mirror and remind yourself, I am not a project. I am a person. Your worth isn't something to achieve. It's something you already own. Embrace that truth and let it guide you. In the quiet of the morning, I stretch and smile to myself, feeling the warmth of self-acceptance. Healing begins when I stop worrying about what others think and start asking, what do I think of me? I realize I don't need a spotlight to shine or applause to exist. Even the tired, broken parts of me deserve love. I'm not here to perform. I'm here to live, to breathe, to simply be. Embracing my true self, I find strength in vulnerability, knowing that my worth isn't defined by an audience. I am enough, just as I am. I used to think I had to prove myself, chasing validation like it was a finish line. But in this quiet moment, I realize that my worth isn't tied to applause or likes. It's in the stillness, in the simplicity of just being. I can let go of the masks I wore, the roles I played. I'm enough, just as I am. No more chasing approval, no more performances. It's time to embrace the real me, to discover the peace that comes from within. This journey is about finding freedom in authenticity.